In the group policy section, we can see we have a number of groups already in the system, and I can just select one to alter their group policy. We have our grid interface on the right. We can choose to block a category by hour if we want to. We can block this category for the entire day, or we can block all traffic for specific hours of the day. So it is pretty easy to navigate. If I clear my settings real quick, we have about 120 different categories to choose from on the left. Some of these include our user-defined categories. These are ones that the customer can create themselves and populate with anything they wish. If we scroll down, we have our browser protection, which includes malware and phishing websites. We have a number of chat protocols to choose from. Further down, we have various means of controlling HTTPS traffic. We have things like peer-to-peer protocols. A number of other competitors may choose to give up on certain protocols, such as the UltraSurf, but we continue to update our methods just as often as these programs update theirs, because we know they're big threats on your network. We have things like remote login protocols. We get a lot of comments where users try to remote desktop home or VPN tunnel to a home network, so we offer ways of locking down those services. We have various streaming media protocols, as well as a number of voice over IP protocols. A lot of customers are concerned with Skype being such a big bandwidth hog and being so widely used, so we offer ways of locking that down as well. Down at the bottom, we have our safe search feature, where we can force safe search to be turned on for various popular search engines, such as Google and Bing. If I come up top, I like to give the example of these anonymous proxies. Let's say a user were to find a brand new anonymous proxy on the internet, one we haven't seen before, and they're using it to bypass our content filter. What will happen is the appliance will take the information for that unknown website and send it back to us. We will categorize it and send it back out to all appliances we have in distribution every 10 minutes. This is referred to as our micro update feature. So that user can go from surfing the internet fully to being completely blocked in a matter of 10 minutes. Up top, we have our alternate days policy. So you could set up one policy for some days and a different policy for other days of the week. We have our Save To feature, where you can select any number of category settings and then apply those settings to as many groups as you want to. One thing you may want to do is create a baseline policy, select all of your categories, and then apply that policy to a number of groups, saving you from having to configure each group manually. You can just apply that baseline policy and then make one or two changes as you need to. In our override section, this is where you can create various whitelists and blacklists. As you can see, these overrides are applied on a group by group basis. The system group would apply this override to all groups within the system. We have several different types of overrides to choose from, such as your domain level addresses, your various IP addresses, URLs, even some search terms, file extensions, and news groups. Up top, we have our import and export buttons. So perhaps if you have a list from a previous appliance or one you have found online, you can import that list in bulk and categorize them so that you don't have to add these in one at a time. If I enter in an override, we have our domain level address up top. We've categorized this as a user-defined category. We also offer your admin block, your admin allow, or we can reclassify this website as any one of those categories we saw in the group policy section. Up here we have our start and end date features. So you can specify when you want this override to turn on and turn off. You won't have to wait weeks later. Do you need to clear them out or not? You can just set this up ahead of time and they will turn off when you want them to. We also have here our refer DEP feature. A number of customers used to comment that they would input these overrides and a lot of images and features on those web pages may appear to be broken because those images were actually linked from different websites. So we created the refer DEP feature to basically say anything that is linked to the website you're overriding will also be allowed. That way all of the images will be pulled in and the web page will look as it should. A number of our K through 12 customers, however, found another use for this. They started using this feature to poke pinhole access into YouTube. So what a school might do is create an override for a teacher's specific web page. Teachers would then go into their own web page. They would add in links to YouTube videos or some other educational streaming media service. They would apply this referred to feature to that web page. And then if a student went to that page, clicked on a link, they would be allowed to go to YouTube and view that video. But if they tried to access that video through any other means, like going directly to YouTube, they would still be blocked. This is just one of the several ways that we handle YouTube in order to allow it through, but block other parts of it.